Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sequoyah High School for day 2 of the War Lodge Classic. Our first game on tap here this morning, Dawson County girls taking on Morgan County girls, as both teams have made a little bit of a trek. Dawson County a little bit closer to Cherokee County than Morgan County is, but a good girls game, and we're looking forward to getting underway. Joining me in the booth is Will Hoogendyk. I am Chase Shafer, and I want to thank you for tuning in on ChiefsTV.org. Will, what can we expect from this one?
Well, Chase, it's going to be a good matchup for Game 5 of the War Lodge Invitational. Dawson County coming into this one at 6-4, Morgan County at 4-4. Dawson averaging 58.4 points per game as a team, and Morgan with 39.5. And I think Dawson County is a team that can really go off on this Morgan team. They've scored 70-plus points on 3 different occasions against Kip, Atlanta, Forsyth Central, and Franklin County. So they're definitely a team that is capable of scoring a lot of points.
Morgan County no easy out of their own, as they have won 3 of their last 4 games. Dawson County last night took down Gilmer County 66-35. As we are ready to get underway, all players are out on the floor. Our officials are ready to toss the ball up in the air and get us going here for day 2 at the War Lodge Classic. And Dawson County will take possession first as Chester carries the ball in. Ball finds its way over to Sample Slayton. Sweeta working on the wing. Ball moves back over to Sweeta. Sample Slayton back to Sweeta now, who gives it right back. McCarran, Dawson County gas to get a shot off, and they do right in the nick of time. So a big bucket there by Heather Burt, a sophomore center. As she gets the scoring underway, we're 50 seconds into the first quarter as Dawson County is up 2-0. Spain's pass was knocked out of bounds by Dawson County. Brown steps in to inbound the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Spain gets it. A corner three-point shot, no good as it clangs off the iron and picked up and moved back out to the opposite corner. Smith gets it back over to Spain, who almost loses it. Brown recovers right in front of the scorer's table for Morgan County. 6:45 left to go in the first quarter, still 2-0 Dawson County. It'll stay Morgan County ball as it is knocked out of bounds by Burt. Brown inbounds the ball out to Smith. Brown gets it back down corner. Some action now on the low block as Burt steals the ball away from Crumley. And the pass unable to be corralled by McCarran. And Morgan County gets another crack at it. 6:23 left to go in the first quarter.
And Chase, on this next Morgan County possession, the player to watch for them and the rest of the game will be Shay Brown. She's quick, crafty, and knows how to score, while also doing a great job of setting up her teammates to get a bucket as well.
Shot no good. Burt on the rebound as Hunter put one up. And Burt snatches the boards. And laid up and in by Abby Sample Slayton. So 4-0 Dawson County as we are 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Spain takes it down on the corner. She's double teamed. Looks inside, shot from the high post, no good by Destiny Hunter. And Burt with another rebound for Dawson County. Chester sends it out to the corner. Deep three-point shot, no good, as it was short and bounces off the rim. 5:25 left to go in the first, still 4-0 Dawson County. Spain, the point guard, gets the ball back, now sends it over to Brown. Inside look, draws the foul, and going to the free throw line will be Destiny Hunter, the junior from Morgan County. So the first foul of the morning. We'll send the Lady Bulldogs to shoot a pair of 2. I don't think pairs come in any other numbers, so that was kind of silly. As the first shot is drained. Hunter gets one more crack at it, and she can cut the lead in half here with 5:15 left to go in the first quarter. 4-1 Dawson County. And the second shot goes in, so we are 4-2 with 5:15 left to go in the first. Will a slow-paced game to start. We'll see if the pace picks up at all. As Swain gets a steal. She'll hand it off to Brown. Brown moves the ball up the floor. Inside look, playing a little bit too aggressive of defense is Eva Bishop.
And Chase, if this game does pick up, Dawson County is going to be the one to speed it up. And the question is going to be if Morgan County is going to be able to keep up. But I think they're doing a good job forcing a couple turnovers.
Ball inbounded to Smith. Shot goes up, bangs off the back of the iron. No good. Second and third attempts, no good. Ball will be out of bounds, but it'll stay Morgan County basketball. Smith to inbound for Morgan County. Long pass into Swain. Swain with a nice crossover move, picks up her dribble on the high post. Smith has it, gets it back over to Brown. Brown fires a three-pointer from the wing and drains it. And Morgan County has their first lead of the ball game. 4:38 left to go. 5-4 Morgan County. And a defensive breakdown, but a miss on the original layup attempt, but it is put back on the second try by Morgan Chester. And Dawson County gets that lead right back. 6-5, 4:22 left to go in the first quarter. Brown able to fight off the steal attempt by the Lady Tigers. Smith, some heavy defense being played on her. She turns around, gets it over to Swain. Swain tries to drive the lane, has it poked away and picked up and carried by McCarran. And she leaves it back for a big three-point shot that is drained by Abby Sample-Slayton. And Dawson County goes back up 4 with 4 minutes to go.
And Chase, that's no surprise right there. We saw Sample-Slayton have a look at it earlier, and she's an automatic three-point shooter, and she's also that team leader of the Dawson County Tigers.
Brown with a three-pointer of her own. Rattles around on the iron, no good. And a quick whistle gives us a jump ball here with 3:44 left to go in the first quarter, as the Lady Tigers are still on top of Morgan County 9-5. So both teams traded some big three-point shots there in the first quarter.
Yeah, they definitely did, and that's no surprise. I mean, as we said, Sample-Slayton is very good at that three-point shot, and I think that we'll see her get a lot more looks in this game.
Brown's pass was poked out of bounds as she was trying to find Hayden Crumley in the low block. Ball finds its way to Smith. Brown now driving baseline after she takes the pass. A good look from the low block is up and in by Crumley. So Crumley makes it a 7-9 game. As Morgan County trailing by 2. They had the lead momentarily before 2 big three-point shots by each team. Another good look at a three-pointer, no good. She had all day to shoot it as Porter just misses on the three-point shot. Brown drives the lane, not enough on it to get it up and over the rim. Gets the ball back out to Young. Young fires it over to Smith. Smith with a 15-foot jumper, no good. Brown on the putback attempt, not there either. And Dawson County comes out of the scrum as Morgan Chester gets the rebound for the Lady Tigers. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter, still 9-7. Dawson County and Morgan County engaged in a pretty low-scoring but very competitive ball game here in Game 1 of Day 2 of the War Lodge Invitational. And the inside move draws the foul, so Bishop will head to the charity stripe and try to double this Dawson County lead. So Weeda headed back to the scorer's table to check in for Dawson County. I want to thank everyone joining us here on Chiefs TV today for the War Lodge Invitational. First free throw is no good. 9-7 still in favor of the Lady Tigers. You'll see all the games here in the main gymnasium today on chiefstv.org. And if you're a Dawson County fan, your boys team will be up next after this game as they'll take on Trinity Prep. Second free throw, no good, so the lead stays at 2. A three-point shot off the rebound, teases and pops out. A good look by Coker, but it was not there. So here comes Morgan County with a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Brown drives the lane, and a beautiful layup ties this one up at 9 apiece. 2:18 left to go in the first. Dawson County able to break the press. A long three-point shot is good, and it's Sample Slayton again. Will, you were talking about her earlier.
And that's her second three of the day and her third attempt.
12-9 your score, 1:55 left to go in the first quarter. Brown kicks it back out to Colbert. Colbert picks up her dribble way at the top of the key, and it is slapped away and out of bounds by Kendra Cocker, the sophomore guard. And Spain will check back in for Morgan County.
And Chase, that's something I've noticed about Dawson County is that they have a really young team. I mean, that freshman there, which is taking the free throws, and they have a lot of sophomores on their team, a couple senior leaders, but overall young team.
Colbert now back over to Young. Young to Brown on the wing. Young gets it back and fires up a three-pointer of her own, and we're tied at 12. And we'll get our first timeout of the morning. 1:25 left to go in the first quarter, and we are all tied up at 12 apiece.
Yeah, and both teams, whenever Dawson County fires a three, Morgan County will answer right back. That's the second time we've seen that, and they're able to tie it up here.
Yeah, so it seems the perimeter game is really working for both teams here early on. We've seen Morgan County trying to get into the paint a little bit more. They're trying to go baseline, get some layups in. Brown's got a couple of them as she came in from the left-hand side of the court and laid one up and off the glass. But both teams really playing a complete game. It's just a low-scoring one here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think Dawson County has been doing a good job at defending this Morgan County team. They're good at trapping opponents with two people and forcing bad passes, and that's why Morgan County's had to take more three-pointers than they have field goals.
So Dawson County ball after the big three-point shot by the Lady Bulldogs. Sequoyah takes the inbound pass. As Porter inbounded it to her, Porter misses the pass, and Morgan County takes back over. Brown carries the ball up the court, gets it into Spain, who's down in the paint. Spain kicks it back out to Young, to Colbert. And Young gonna fire a three-point shot, and she drains it. And Morgan County with their biggest lead of the morning as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter.
And Chase, with that three-pointer, we'll see if Dawson County can answer with one of their own.
Porter carries the ball in, gets it back out to the wing for a three-point shot. No good as Sequoyah tried to fire one up. A little bit of a scrum underneath the basket. Brown comes out of it for the Lady Bulldogs, and Morgan County with 38 seconds left in the first, 28 seconds left on the shot clock, so a 10-second difference as Brown takes it back at the wing. Young fires another one, and that's two in a row for Young. 18-12 with 25 seconds to go in the first.
And Chase, will this be a game of three-pointers where if Young and Morgan County can keep making them and Dawson County can't, will that put them ahead?
Dawson County in trouble on the press. And a foul saves Dawson's skin as they were in trouble of getting a 10-second violation. 15.3 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 18-12 in favor of Morgan County. 12 seconds left. And a three-point shot is no good. A little bit of a collision there at the free throw line. 6 seconds left. It'll be Morgan County basketball, and Morgan County with a chance to really walk this lead out as they are up by 6 with 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 18-12 your score if you're joining us on Chiefs TV. I want to thank you for tuning in for the War Lodge Invitational. We've got plenty more games on tap here this afternoon. 5 seconds left as Dawson County steals the inbound pass. They've got to get it up. Long three-point shot is up and no good as it brushes the front of the rim. And at the end of the first quarter, your score here from Sequoyah High School, Morgan County 18, Dawson County 12.
Yeah, and I think the story of this first quarter has been three-point shooting. I mean, we saw twice that after Morgan County made a three, Dawson County would answer with their own or vice versa. And I think with Morgan County making those two to end the first quarter, and Dawson County didn't have any way to respond, and that's why Morgan County was able to take the lead.
And as we see the Dawson County boys team making their way into the gymnasium right now as they come down from the mezzanine and start taking their place on the bleachers. So at the end of the first quarter, your score is still Morgan County 18, Dawson County 12. In what's been so far a back and forth. We're at our largest lead of the morning for Morgan County, but Will, it's been a back and forth affair here in the first quarter of this ball game.
Yeah, and keeping in mind Dawson County was in the lead for most of the first quarter, so the fact that Morgan County was able to fight back is good news for them.
So we come back out to start the second. It'll be Dawson County basketball. As Dawson County's head coach and the official clearing up some administrative duties. As Dawson County had one of their players run back to the locker room, didn't catch the number, but a member of their coaching staff in pursuit as well. Picking up her dribble and trapped is McCarran. And a little aggressive play there as Burt knocks over Colbert, the senior. (18-12), still your score in favor of Morgan County. A good look at a three-point shot goes off the front of the rim as Porter was no good on the pole. Ball moved ahead to Spain. Spain pops up a long two-point shot off the backboard, and it is a 20-12 game with 7:30 left to go in the first half. Morgan County doing a fantastic job of putting pressure on the Dawson County Lady Tigers, but a big three-point shot is pulled up and nailed by Kendra Coker.
So, Chase, exactly what I was saying before we came into the second quarter is that this might be a game of three-point shooting and who can have the last word, and both teams going blow for blow right now.
Young gets the ball in the corner, now gets it back out to Brown. Coker tried to get the steal, was unable to do it. As Colbert trying to dribble around, and a foul called on the sophomore guard for Dawson County. A minute in, 20-15 your score as Morgan County is on top of Dawson County. Ball inbounded to Spain. Spain gives it back to Young, who finds Brown. Pass inside the paint is on point, and laying it up and in for Morgan County is Destiny Hunter, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 6:47 left to go in the second quarter. It is 22-15 in favor of Morgan County.
And Chase, that play right there goes back to what I was saying early in the first quarter. Shea Brown able to set up her teammates very well, and I mean, that was a great basket. Saw the opening and didn't waste the chance.
So Morgan County looking to break over 500 as they are 4-4 on the year. Getting one game above 500 would be the goal for them coming out of this game. And Dawson County comes in 6-4 at 2-2 in their region. So not a bad start to their region play. This is not a region game for them. So nothing to be gained or lost as far as playoffs are concerned. A nice inbound pass, some good movement. And Coker unable to reach that ball. It'll be a costly turnover for Dawson County.
Chase, that's not the first turnover that Dawson County has had this second quarter, and that's been the reason that Morgan County has been able to keep building up their lead that they created in the first.
Brown driving in, and her pass goes out of bounds as she was trying to find Colbert streaking baseline towards the basket. This 2-2-1 press for Morgan County is really causing Dawson County problems. A good job there breaking the press. Long two-point shot is drained as standing on the line was McCarran. So that will go down as a two-point shot, even though it was as close to three-point range as you can get. 22-17 still in favor of Morgan County. 6:10 left to go, and driving the lane is Colbert as she'll walk the lead back out to 24-17 for the Lady Bulldogs.
That was a great move from the 5'4" senior there.
And Burt misses the layup attempt, and a foul underneath the basket as Hunter was hit hard. Foul called on Morgan Chester, the sophomore. And Burt will come out of the game for Dawson County in favor of Elisawita. Morgan County in no hurry at all as Brown slows the pace of the game down a little bit, carrying the ball up the basketball court. And a nice shot from the free throw line drops in courtesy of Jaden Young. And it's a 9-point lead for Morgan County. So Will, after the back and forth of the first quarter, Morgan County creating some distance between themselves and the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and something to notice is that number 12, Kimora Smith, is coming back in. Smith hit a couple clutch three-pointers at the very end of the first quarter, and I think that something Dawson County has been able to really do well is shut down Shea Brown. But it's good to see that Kamora Smith has kind of stepped into that role and said, hey, if Shea Brown's not going to be able to score points, then I'll get some opportunities, and she has.
Driving to the basket and putting the shot up is Chester. She's fouled by Brown. So Shea Brown, the senior guard, picks up a foul, and headed to the free throw line is Chester. Chester with a chance to shave this lead down to 7. But she's got to convert on both in order to do that. As the first shot is good. Checking into the game for Morgan County will be Aaliyah Cooper, the senior.
Shea Brown coming out.
So Brown will get some much-deserved rest down there on the Morgan County bench. 5:23 left to go in the second. Second free throw attempt is up and good, so the lead is back down to 7, 26-19 in favor of Morgan County. But Dawson County fighting to get back into it with 5:17 left to go in the half. Young takes the ball at the wing, picks up her dribble, and shuffles that pivot foot, so that's a travel. And Dawson County will take back over at the 5:09 left to go in the first half mark. I want to thank everyone joining us on Chiefs TV. Now a good look from the wing for Dawson County, and nothing but net for Emma Grace McCarron as she makes it a 4-point deficit, 26-22 with 4:50 left to go in the first half.
And Chase, it seems like almost every person on every team has at least made 1 3 today.
Long 2-point shot, no good, as it did not hit the rim. Ball back out to Spain. Spain having to fight off some heavy defense, and a little too heavy as a foul is called on Sample Slayton. So Dawson County fans, we hope you'll stay tuned and join us because your boys are coming up after this girls game here. They will be game 2 of the War Lodge Invitational. Here on the second day as we have a travel call on the floor. So McCarron gets it over to Sweeta. Sweeta back to McCarron. Now back to the top, long 3-point shot. Teases around and goes in. A little bit of front spin there on the ball by Ella Sweeta. And it's a 1-point game, 26-25. Morgan County just watched a 9-point lead evaporate. 4:05 left to go in the first half. Smith drives to the opposite side of the court, now kicks it back out to Cooper. Cooper over to Young for a deep 3-point shot. Too much mustard on that one as it goes off the back of the rim. 3:50 left to go. Dawson County with an opportunity to take the lead back. A big 3-point shot fired up is to the right and no good. Now back out to the top. Sweeta kicks it down to the corner. 3-pointer, teases and is no good. Rebound taken by Morgan County. And the ball is stolen back by the Lady Tigers. Laid up, no good. Second attempt, no good either. And down to the floor we go. And we'll get a jump ball in the paint as McCarron was unable to polish off that offensive rebound.
And Chase, after that first missed shot by Dawson County, Ava Bishop, the 5'11 freshman, had a big rebound there to keep the possession alive, and then even then with the steal afterwards.
So 3:24 left to go in the first half of a very close contest here at the War Lodge Invitational. Morgan County on top of Dawson County, 26-25. As we are in the back half of the second quarter. Brown takes the ball, takes a long look at a 3-pointer. No good as it goes off the left side of the iron and out of bounds into the bleachers where Dawson County's boys team is sitting. So still 26-25 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. 3:09 left to go in the half. Inbound pass finds its way to Porter. Now Porter back over to Sweeta. Sweeta kicks it out to Sample Slayton. Bishop. Now the ball back down to the corner for Sweeta, as there's way too much on that as it sails over the rim, and here comes Morgan County. Young looks at a 3-pointer, and it's a good look. So a 4-point lead now for Morgan County, 29-25 with 2:40 left to go in the half. Will, we had talked about it early in the broadcast, both teams firing up three-point shots and doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty much everyone has had at least 1 3, but I think something to notice is that Sequoyah on the last couple possessions for Dawson County hasn't made the 3, and that might be the reason that Dawson County wasn't able to pull within the lead.
Porter's pass picked off by the Lady Bulldogs. Brown has it on the wing. Brown cross-court pass goes up and over the head of Destiny Hunter. Here comes Sequoyah for the Lady Tigers. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Your score, 29-25 in favor of Morgan County. Bishop takes the ball beyond the arc at the top of the key. Sequoyah going to take a three-point shot, and she drains it. And we're back to a one-point game with 1:42 left to go. 29-28 your score.
And Sequoyah will be 2 for 4 on three-pointers right now. She had that one that she made earlier, and then a couple misses in a row, and then there's a make right there.
Brown gets it over. A long two-point shot is no good. As Smith pulled the trigger and was unable to find pay dirt. Ball poked away and will roll out of bounds. It'll stay Dawson County basketball. As we have a timeout on the floor with 1:23 left to go. Will, a very good game for our first game of the day. It's only a 1-point deficit.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And Chase, I think a noticeable absence in the second quarter so far for Dawson County has been Abby Slample-Slayton. We saw her hit 2 of 3 attempted threes in the first quarter, but she hasn't made any points in the second quarter and hasn't had a ton of minutes. So that might be the reason that Morgan County's just been able to barely keep this 1-point lead.
So it looks like Dawson County's been trying to open up the inside game a little bit. They've been getting a lot more passes down in the paint, just unable to convert on the 2-point shots from inside the paint.
And Chase, just as I say that, Slample-Slayton checks into the game, so we'll see if she can get her team in the lead in this last minute.
Deep 3-point shot from almost out of bounds as it doesn't hit the rim. She probably ought to took a few more steps inside on that one. She had a clean look. She's going to try again with the head fake. No good now. Gives it back over to Sequoyah. Sequoyah drives baseline and has that shot blocked. Bishop gets the offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback attempt. So Bishop with a chance for Dawson County to get the lead back. 1:02 left to go in the first half. Your score, Morgan County 29, Dawson County 28. So no good on the first attempt. She's got one more. She can tie it up and make it a 29-29 game with 1:02 left to go in the half. So 1 of 2 for Bishop. It's 29-29 as we are in the home stretch of the first half of game 1 here at the War Lodge Invitational on day 2. Spain carries the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. She'll go one-on-one with Sequoyah. Nice crossover move. Has to pick up her dribble. Now driving baseline and a nice reverse layup look, but no good for Cooper. Spain gets the ball back. She'll drive in and fouled. As she tried to shoot one from the elbow. So Peyton Spain, the junior, going to go to the free throw line. 42.3 seconds left and a chance to grab the lead back for Morgan County. First one goes off the front of the rim. And the second is good. 30-29 your score. Morgan County reclaims the lead. 40 seconds left. 33 to go on the shot clock. So a 5-second difference. Coker loses the ball for a second, gets it over to Sequoyah. Sequoyah with a nice 15-foot jumper. And Dawson County back out front, 31-30. 20 seconds left to go. Shot clock is not an issue. Dawson County reclaims the lead. Brown drives to the basket, has it poked away. And here come the Lady Tigers, 10 seconds left. See if they can get a shot off. Sequoyah with a deep three-point shot, and she knocks it down. 2 seconds left, and Morgan County will not get a shot off, so Sequoyah dials long distance and knocks down a three-pointer to close out the half for the Dawson County Tigers. Your score at the end of the first half of this ball game, 34-30 in favor of Dawson County.
And Sequoyah doing a great job going 3 for 5 in the first half on three-pointers. And I think Dawson County did a good job stifling that Morgan County lead that they had. I mean, Morgan County was looking like the better team there for a good portion of the game. And I think Morgan County just needs to get back in it, find their rhythm that they had. They were looking good. Once they get back in that rhythm, you know, get Brown going, get Smith going again, then I think we're going to have a really good game on our hands.
Yeah, and it's been a tale of two quarters, because the first quarter, it appeared as though Dawson County was dominating, and then in the second quarter, Morgan County took back over, walked out to a 9-point lead, but in the last minute and a half of the first half of this ball game, Dawson County came back, hit some big shots, played good defense, and now they're up going into the locker room by 4.
Yeah, and I think Sequoyah was definitely the key player for Dawson County to get back in it. I mean, obviously with the 9 points off three-pointers, but also that little mid-range jumper that she had over there. So 11 points just in the first half. She'll definitely be a player that Morgan County will have to get a grip on, or else she's going to run away with it.
So a good first half here from the War Lodge. Day 2, game 1, Dawson County on top of Morgan County 34-30. We're going to take a quick break, fans. We want to thank you for joining us here on Chiefs TV. We will be right back after a short break for all of your second half action here between Dawson County and Morgan County. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Game 1 here at the War Lodge Invitational. I am Chase Shafer. Joining me in the booth is Will Hoogendyk. Will, one of the things that we forgot to do in the first half of the ball game is thank some of the people that make this happen. So go ahead and take it away and give our sponsors some love here.
Absolutely, Chase. So at our gold level, we have Beto's Bar and Grill and Cherokee Focus. At our gray level, we have Barber Homes, Barber Lackey Financial Group, Honey Baked Ham, Insight Partners, Prestige Staffing, Stroud's Barbecue, Woodstock Furniture. And then at our white level, we have Peachtree Pest Control, Brad's Barbershop, Edwards Eye Care, Johnny's New York Style Pizza, Riverstone Homes, Studio 5 Salon, and Suntex Marinas at Little River. We want to thank you all for your sponsorship of our Chiefs basketball programs.
So you heard the 1 minute horn sound at the end of the first half. It was 34-31. We're getting ready to get back underway here at the War Lodge. Will, it was a real back and forth first half.
Yeah, and I just want to shout out Morgan County because I think something I said before the game that their their points per game average as a team was 39.5, and they're already at 30. So that's good news. That means they're having a good game. They're getting some momentum. But Dawson County is going to be a foe to overcome for sure, and not an easy one. As I said also pregame, that Dawson County is a team that can go off for 70 points. They've done it 3 times already this year. So Morgan County has their work cut out for them, but they're also doing really well.
Yeah, Morgan County did an excellent job transitioning in the first half from relying on the 3 ball to kind of working the ball down in the paint a little bit more. So that's why they're only down by 4. They walked out to a 9-point lead after transitioning from just firing up 3-point shots to, getting some mid-range jumpers, getting inside and getting some good looks at the basket from a lot closer to the 3-point range. So we're back underway here in the second half. First shot of the half, no good. Rebound picked up by Dawson County. Long 3-point shot, a little too long. And a turnover under the basket as Brown steals the ball from Morgan County. Brown hard charge into the basket. She lays it up and in. And Morgan County's starting the party off for us here in the second half. 34-32, and Burt has that shot blocked, but she's fouled by Brown. So 30 seconds into the second half, and it's a 2-point lead for the Dawson County Lady Tigers as Burt gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line for Dawson County.
And Chase, that craftiness from Brown is something we didn't see a lot of in the first half, but something we know she's very capable of, and I'm sure we'll see it more in this half.
So the first shot is good, walks it back out to a 3-point lead, 35-32. And Burt with the second, so back to a 4-point lead, 7:28 still to go in the third quarter. Smith taking her time, now gets it back out to Spain. Spain with a nice head fake. She's looking at those mid-range jumpers. That seems to be her favorite shot, Will. She missed on that one, but that little 15 to 12-foot shot from the elbow seems to be her favorite spot to shoot from.
Yeah, she's definitely had a lot of good looks. I mean, the only points she had in the first half was one of her free throws, and then I think she made a 3-pointer as well. But she's definitely, the scoreline's not reflected how she's performed.
As Chester drives and lays it up and in, so we're back out to a 6-point lead for Dawson County, 38-32. A minute gone in the third quarter. First time we've really seen Dawson County try to go coast to coast against this Lady Bulldogs team. And up and, toilet bowls out for Morgan County. Tough break for Kamora Smith. As it looked like that was going to drop in, but at the last second, a little too much spin on the basketball, and it spins out of the hoop, 38-32. Still your score here from the War Lodge. Inside look, Burt was all by herself, but a travel called, as unable to hold on to the basketball was McCarran. So a missed opportunity there for the Lady Tigers. 6:39 still to go in the third quarter. Brown slowing it down, setting the offense up for Morgan County. Goes dominant hand, now kicks it out to the corner, no good. Smith tried to get a shot up, and we've got a whistle. So Dawson County picks up a foul. No. Morgan County picks up the foul because they're the only one with a 23 on the floor, so that's Hunter. And that press still causing problems for Dawson County. Brown almost steals that away from Sample Slayton.
And Chase, the press was something that Morgan County was able to do successfully, especially in the first quarter. We talked about how it was a game of quarters, but if they can replicate that here, as well as start producing offensively, I think they'll be able to take back the lead.
Yeah, the 2-2-1 press was causing all sorts of problems for Dawson County, as pulling the trigger and missing is McCarran. but the ball will go back the other direction on the floor for Morgan County. 6:05 left to go in the third, 38-32. As Morgan County getting set up, Brown leads the troops down the floor. Brown with a long two-point shot, nothing but net, and it's 38-34. As that lead is now 4 for Dawson County.
And Brown again showing off her range. That's a shot we've actually seen a few times, or a couple times from both teams, that long two-pointer. So both teams have a lot of range.
Good steal by Smith. Brown gets it inside and fouled going to the basket is Destiny Hunter. So the junior will go back to the charity stripe with 5:33 left to go in the third, and her team trailing by 4.
And Chase, just talking about that range again, I think I tried to figure out and remember every person that has made a three-pointer, and 5 of them are on Dawson County, as well as 3 on Morgan County. So everyone getting in on the three-point action.
It's a huge asset to have in basketball when you can get somebody who makes more points shooting one way than another way. It's certainly something that you want to hammer home as Hunter sinks the first and goes up for the second. It clangs off the front of the rim. Sequoyah takes it at the point. Now back over to Porter. He gives it right back to Sequoyah. Porter. Sequoyah launches up a long three-point shot. No good, went off the backboard and rolled off the front of the iron. Another long three-point shot. Maybe brushed the net, but wasn't there. And a scrum down underneath the basket forces a jump ball, with the possession arrow favoring the Bulldogs. Young will check back in for Morgan County as Spain will take a rest. Shea Brown, the senior, been having an excellent game for Morgan County. A little action inside the paint and another foul drawn by Hunter. This one will be called on Sequoyah. So Hunter, after making 1 of 2, will go right back to the free throw line. 4:49 still to go in the third quarter. 38-35 in favor of Dawson County. First free throw rattles around and pops out. Fans, just want to remind everybody coming up next, the Dawson County boys will take on Trinity Prep as Hunter sinks the second shot, so don't go anywhere. We've got plenty of high school basketball action on tap here today at the War Lodge Invitational, as here comes Dawson County storming down the floor. Sequoyah now looks to the corner, and a good look at a three-point shot, but no good, as Porter pulled the trigger on it but could not find the bottom of the net. Pushed ahead to Young, who buries a three-point shot, and Morgan County back ahead by 1 point with 4:20 left to go in the third quarter.
That's not Young's first three-point attempt that she's had, and that's her second one made.
Driving to the basket, now tried to kick it back out for Sequoyah, but it's going to be stolen by Smith. Smith goes to the basket, can't lay it in. Bishop with the rebound for the Lady Tigers, and here comes Dawson County. Ball moved ahead for Chester. Chester finds Sequoyah wide open at the top of the key for 3, and Dawson County will take that lead right back. 3:50 left to go in the third quarter. Your score, Dawson County 41, Morgan County 39.
And Chase, if you're Morgan County, Sequoyah is the last player you want to have open right at the top of the key. She's made that shot 4 times already today, and that'll move her up to 14 points on the morning.
So 14 points, a big morning for Sequoyah. It seems a little interesting trying to say morning while we've got a basketball game going on. You know, the one time a year that we have ball games that we're calling in the morning, it's a little hard to get that verbiage just right. But it is morning still here in the great state of Georgia. 3:50 left to go in a 41-39 ball game that has seen both teams with sizable leads at one point in this game, Will.
Yeah, it's definitely been back and forth, and as you said, it was the game of quarters. I'm not sure quite whose quarter this is yet. There's still about 4 minutes left to play, but I think both teams are coming out well, and it's definitely either team's game at this point still.
Yeah, we saw the same thing happen in the second quarter as Dawson County didn't really come on strong until about 2 minutes left to go in the half, and then they were able to basically erase a 9-point deficit and then end the half on a 4-point lead. So we'll see who can take over in the late part of the third quarter, 41-39, with 3:50 left to go in the third, as Morgan County will take the basketball. Morgan County running defensively with a 2-2-1 press. Dawson County seems content to just let them bring the ball up the floor, set their defense up, and get ready to play some solid man. As now they've switched to a zone defense, ball pushed out and poked away by Coker, but a little too ambitious as she fouled Colbert. Colbert, bounce pass inside to Brown. Brown with a shot from the foul line, and it hits the bottom of the twine. And we're back to a tie game, 41-41, courtesy of Shea Brown. Dawson County still having a hard time with the press. They're able to get across half court. And Swain comes to the rescue, takes the ball on the Sequoyah logo. Inside look to Chester. Chester gives it back out to Coker. Now Swain all by herself. No good on the three-point shot. Brown the rebound for Morgan County. And poked out of her hands by Swain. It'll stay Lady Bulldogs basketball.
And Chase, number 4 for Morgan County, Jerai Colbert, is coming back in. And I think that is good to see because, you know, we saw her, I think it was in the first quarter. She had that nifty little layup there. And if she can do that or just get some more points on the board for her team, then that could get them in the lead pretty fast.
Inbound pass intended for Colbert, poked away by Coker. It will still stay Morgan County basketball. So Brown comes to inbound it on the other side of the floor. Spain can't handle the pass. And a backcourt violation on Morgan County gives the Lady Tigers of Dawson County the ball back. Dawson County looking to improve to 7-4 on the year. Morgan County trying to get above 500 with their 4-4 record. Morgan County been on a little bit of a run here lately. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They lost their last one, but they are in good position here as another steal by Brown and blocked by Swain. Great defensive play underneath the basket to deny Morgan County taking the lead again. Swain to Coker. Coker has her three-point shot blocked, but it found its way to Bishop, who was then fouled by Hunter. So a floor foul. And Dawson County will inbound the ball from underneath the basket. They're trying to score an interception by Brown, as she has been here, there, and everywhere on the defensive end of the basketball. Hunter lays it up and in off the glass, and Morgan County now back out to the lead, 43-41 with 2:20 left to go in the third.
And there's another prime example of Brown setting up her teammates perfectly to get an easy basket.
And a shot from the free throw line, no good. Bishop on the putback attempt for Dawson County, no good, and Spain unable to corral the defensive board and kicks it off her foot and out of bounds. So Dawson County will take another crack at it. 2:05 left to go in the third quarter, 43-41 in what has been a teeter-totter back-and-forth affair for game 1 here from the War Lodge Invitational on the second day. Coker picks up her pass. Swain comes to her rescue. A good look at a three-point shot. And a foul underneath the basket as Burt moving people around a little bit too strong down low and negates a shot attempt by her teammate. A minute 47 left to go in the third, trying to get the clock right. They put a few seconds back on. 16-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Coker chasing the ball back to half court. She tried to get it away from Colbert, but it'll go out of bounds. Colbert with a chance to inbound now. Finds Young in the corner. gets the ball back. Colbert drives the lane, lays that one up and in, and it is a 45-41 ball game as we have a timeout on the floor with 90 seconds left to go in the third. Will, like we said, one team gets some momentum, builds a little bit of a lead. The other team storms back, gets a little momentum, builds a little bit of a lead. It seems to be the recurring theme in this game here at game one of the War Lodge Classic.
Yeah, Chase, and that drive there by Colbert was exactly what we saw in the first half, and that's exactly what I said they needed to do if they wanted to get in the lead, and now they're in the lead by 4.
Yeah, great game on tap here. Both teams seem pretty evenly matched. You know, both teams can shoot the three-point shot. It seems as though Morgan County's a little more capable than Dawson County right now of playing inside the paint, but for the most part, both teams very evenly matched, and a good pairing here by whoever scheduled the War Lodge Classic. Yeah,
and even match is not really what we expected coming in. I mean, Dawson County being able to outscore their opponents by a lot more, so that's props to Morgan County for holding them to, I mean, for what Dawson County is, a low amount of points thus far.
So Dawson County making the 45-minute trip down from Dawsonville. Morgan County a little bit longer of a haul from Madison. But both teams brought their game with them from wherever they call home. And 1:30 left to go in the third of a 4-point ball game in favor of Morgan County. Long pass going to be knocked away by Colbert, bumped over to Brown, and a foul called on Kirkland Porter, the junior. Well, we didn't have a whole bunch of fouls in the first half, but it seems like this third quarter, shot blocked as Young tried to find a three-point basket.
Yeah, Chase, I think there was less than 10 fouls combined in the first half for both teams. So Dawson County with 5 already.
And Sequoyah buries home another three-point shot.
That'll make her 5 for 8 on three-point shooting. She's really having quite a day.
So 45-44, 50 seconds left to go in the third. Both teams giving each other their best shot. Bishop fires one from the free throw line. No good, gets her own rebound, putback attempt. No good again. As that was Hunter for Morgan County. Ball under the basket. Brown will inbound it. She finds Colbert, who swings it back over to the corner for Brown. Brown fires up a three-point shot of her own, and it's back out to a 4-point lead for Morgan County, 48-44, 30 seconds left to go in the third.
And Chase, that's exactly what we saw in the first quarter. Each team answering each other's threes. Brown with Sequoyah.
So another turnover by Dawson County, and Will, I think I finally found the catalyst for why this game is in favor of Morgan County right now. A lot of turnovers on Dawson County's end, and Morgan County able to go down and convert on those and take advantage of the mistakes.
Yeah, we did see a few turnovers in the first half, but not nearly as many as we've seen just in this third quarter alone. And as well as that, fouls have been a bit of a trouble. 6 for Dawson County.
So back to the line again, now that they're in the bonus, is Morgan County, and Hunter, the shooter, as she sinks the front end of the 1-and-1. 49-44, 25 seconds left to go in the third. Will, we're shaping up to have a pretty good finish here.
Yeah, it's definitely either team's game going into this fourth quarter, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
So Hunter 2 for 2 on her trip to the free throw line, 50-44. And Dawson County having a hard time once again breaking up the press, but they're able to do it. Get a shot off is no good as Chester tried to find it. Back down to the other end we go. Colbert has it at the wing. Young drives in, fires up a two-point shot, and it's good. As time expires in the third quarter, your score at the end of 3, Morgan County 52, Dawson County 44. Will, Morgan County picking up a little momentum here at the end of the third quarter. Let's see if they can carry it over into the fourth.
Yeah, and I think the reason they were able to do that is because of the fouls that they had, the turnovers that Dawson County was giving them, and as well as just great shooting by Morgan County.
So we'll go ahead and thank some of our sponsors real quick during the break. Our gold level sponsors, Beato's Bar and Grill and Cherokee Focus. Our gray level sponsors, Barber Homes, Barber Lackey Financial Group, Honey Baked Ham, Inside Partners, Prestige Staffing, and Stroud's Barbecue, as well as Woodstock Furniture. Our white level sponsors, Peachtree Pest Control, Brad's Barber Shop, Edwards Eye Care, Johnny's New York Style Pizza, Riverstone Homes, Studio 5 Salon, and Suntex Marinas at Little River. So we want to thank everyone who supports Sequoyah High School basketball and helps us put on the War Lodge Invitational every year. Fun weekend right before the Christmas season of some good basketball. We saw some good games last night as well, Will. Sequoyah, the home team, both the boys and girls were victorious as the boys squeaked out a win against a very wiry Woodstock team, and the girls put their foot on the gas against an in-county rival that had been, you know, kind of a formidable foe in the past.
Yeah, and that was a really big win for the girls team. I mean, we had talked about how they had lost last year in overtime, so they were really carrying some of that revenge that they had wanted after that game last year.
From the top of the key and knocks down another three-point shot as she is on fire from three-point range this morning here at the War Lodge. 52-47, 20 seconds gone in the fourth quarter.
And Chase, that'll bring Sarita to the 20-point mark, so she's really having a day for this Dawson County team.
Sarita has shot the lights out of the building. Speaking of shooting the lights out of the building, Brown almost connects on the three-pointer of her own. And a 5-point deficit for Dawson County. Sarita fires up another, and she is on fire from three-point land. A 2-point ball game, 52-50, 45 seconds into the fourth.
70% shooting just today. That's crazy. Just on three-pointers, too.
Wouldn't be surprised if she starts shooting from Highway 20 headed back towards Dawsonville. Thought about it again. Sample Slayton almost hits a three-pointer of her own. It's a little to the left and short. Brown will pick it up with a 2-point lead for Morgan County, and she lays it up and in off the glass. And Will, business is picking up here in the fourth quarter of the first game of the morning.
Yeah, with the start of the fourth quarter, both teams realizing that this is the last quarter of play, and if they want to win it, now's the time.
McCarran looks inside, pass to Chester, no good on the first and second attempt. Burt can't handle the basketball, and a foul called on Jari Colbert. So a minute and a half gone in the fourth quarter. Still a 4-point lead for Morgan County. But Dawson County giving them all they can handle as Sarita is firing lights out from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Sarita, easily the player of the game for me so far. I mean, like I said, 70% shooting just from three-pointers as well with 2 more points. So 23 points on the night, or on the morning, excuse me.
So this morning we'll take another timeout. 6:33 left to go in the fourth. 54-50 still your score. Morgan County on top of Dawson County. Will, this game is not disappointed. It has been back and forth the entire ball game.
Yeah, and I think the player that we were thinking was going to shine for Dawson County was Abby Sample Slayton, and we did see her make a couple threes in the first quarter, but she had a really quiet rest of the second quarter and third quarter. I don't think she played much, but Sarita's really been stepping up, and that's been good to see.
Yeah, and the player of the game for Morgan County has to be Shea Brown, the senior guard. She has been all over the floor, creating turnovers, leading the offense down the court, driving the lane, getting easy buckets, finding lanes through the paint, and doing a great job of keeping this 4-point lead for Morgan County.
Chase, I would have to agree with you there, but I think also having a great game is Jaden Young. She's made a couple clutch shots. Colbert had a couple nice layups, as well as Smith with a few threes in the first half.
So an all-around effort by both of these teams. As Sample Slayton takes the inbound pass. And Sarita from three-point land again. She misses on that one. Brown picks up the rebound. 6:24 left to go in the fourth. Brown will wait for the rest of the troops to get in place. Now out to Young. Spain still can't handle the pass down low, but she is hammered. But she's able to draw the foul. 6:14 left to go in the fourth. Morgan County still trying to get Spain working down low. Pass out to the top for Smith. And Smith took a few extra steps, so the travel call will take it back the other way with 6:11 left to go in the fourth. Once again, fans, want to remind you on Chiefs TV, coming up next, Dawson County boys team will take on Trinity Prep for game 2 of the second day of the War Lodge Invitational. Sample Slayton head fakes the three-point shot, now drives the lane, gets it over to Bishop. Bishop gets her own rebound, going to the basket again, and she's fouled. So Bishop will go back to the free throw line for Dawson County with a chance to cut this lead in half. And Bishop no good on the first. So she can make it a one-possession game by sinking the second. And she misses, but an offensive rebound by the Tigers. Sarita ends up with the ball beyond the arc. A deep three-point shot for Sarita, no good, but a questionable idea there by the defender to evacuate the area when Sarita got the ball beyond the arc.
Yeah, but I think that was an interesting shot taken by Sarita. She was a couple steps behind the three-point arc, but also McCarran was wide open on the high post on the other side. So interesting that she didn't see that look, but
something they can look at going forward. 5:49 left to go in the ball game. 54-50. Brown puts the chess pieces in place as she comes down the floor with the ball. Gets it inside to Hunter. Young picks up her dribble, now finds Hunter. And poked out of bounds, but it will stay Morgan County basketball.
And Chase, as this is both either team's game, you got to wonder if this can and will go into overtime, and neither of these teams have any overtime experience this year, so if they do go to extra time, it'll be interesting to see how each team responds.
So too many steps in the paint for Smith. Coker will check back in for Dawson County as the travel call flips the floor. And we see that 2-2-1 press once again. Sarita picks up her dribble, finds Coker on the far side of the court. Now back over to the corner, deep three-point shot, no good by Porter. As Hunter retrieves the ball and gets it back to Brown. So 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. 54-50, still in favor of Morgan County. Good inside look and a block by Porter. Ball pushed ahead to Coker. Now she pushes the ball ahead, but it's poked away as Sarita gets the ball back and fires a three-point shot, and she has gone cold from beyond the arc on her last three-point attempts. Morgan County nursing a 4-point lead. Both teams having a hard time scoring, and a block by Sarita, but a foul call. It looked like Sarita got all ball, but they're going to call a foul. So headed back to the charity stripe will be Hunter. And Hunter will sink the front end. Bishop will check back in for Dawson County, and Spain will come back in for the Lady Bulldogs. And 2 free throws doth a 6-point lead make. 4:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. 56-50. Dawson County having a time with that press. They finally get across half court. Porter has the ball, now gets it back to Sarita. And Coker on the wing for a big three-point shot, no good. Trying to chase her own rebound and poked away by Brown. She's got a one-on-one with Coker. Pulls up jumper, no good. Rebound makes its way back out to Young, who fires up a three of her own as it rims out. Bishop loses the ball, goes down to the floor. And a floor foul called on Bishop.
And Chase, a pattern I've seen so far in this game is that both teams will kind of start off the quarter a little bit quiet and then really pick it up at the end. And we've seen that even with this fourth quarter, the only points being scored for Dawson County is a couple threes by Sequoyah, and even Morgan County has only scored 4. So with the second half of this fourth quarter coming up, we'll see if the teams turn on the Jets.
Spain no good from 8 feet out. Turnaround by Hunter, no good on the second attempt. She gets her own rebound and lays it up and in. 58-50 with 3:50 left to go in the ball game. Corner head fake by Sample Slayton. Turn around and lay it up and in by Morgan Chester. So Chester pulls Dawson County back to within 6. 3:30 left to go in the ball game. Brown feeling some pressure from Coker. She drives the lane. Laid up, no good as it was blocked by Porter. Or Chester. Spain drives the lane and count it with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Peyton Spain has been trying so hard to get the inside working. She's able to lay it up and in and draw the foul and a chance to convert on the three-point opportunity.
Yeah, and where she had received that pass was a spot where she had originally taken a couple shots from, but there was a defender on her, so she chose to go around her and get the bucket and the and one.
So Spain pushes the lead back out to 9, which ties the largest lead in the ballgame, once formerly held by Morgan County. So 3:19 left to go. We got a timeout. 61-52 your score as Morgan County on top of Dawson County.
All right, we'll throw it over to some ad reads. So we have, at the gold level, we have Beto's Bar and Grill and Cherokee Focus. At the gray level, we have Barber Homes, Barber Lackey Financial Group, Honey Baked Ham, Insight Partners, Prestige Staffing, Stroud's Barbecue, and Woodstock Furniture. And finally, at the white level, we have Peachtree Pest Control, Brad's Barbershop, Edwards Eye Care, Johnny's New York Style Pizza, Riverstone Homes, Studio 5 Salon, and Suntex Marinas at Little River.
Will, both of these teams brought their fastball today. Back and forth counter-punching. Right now, Morgan County's up by 9, but we've seen them up by 9 before, and all Dawson County has to do is get hot, and they can crawl right back into it.
Yeah, because this is a back-and-forth game, the lead doesn't really seem to matter to either team, and because Dawson County's been so clutch at hitting their three-pointers, 9 points seems like a lot, but, I mean, that's really only 3 shots away from tying it up for Dawson County.
So Dawson County basketball, 3:19 left to go in the ball game. 9-point deficit for the Lady Tigers. Swain carries the ball across half court. Hands it off for Sample Slayton. And a foul. Swain looking for an inbound pass. Finds Sample Slayton, who gives it over to Coker, who gives it back to Swain. Wide open three-point shot, and she nails it. Don't look now, Will, but if she gets hot again, she can make a ton of three-point shots. Pressure now coming from Dawson County as they show press for the first time this game. 61-55, 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Brown slowing things down, forced to move with Coker's pressure. Driving to the basket and drawing the foul once again is Hunter. So Hunter, a machine underneath the hoop.
Yeah, and Chase, even though that wasn't a made bucket, that was a fantastic pass by Shea Brown. The fact that she was able to see that and pass it so quickly, that was really heads-up play.
So Hunter back to the charity stripe, 61-55. And the first is no good. No good on the second, so Hunter unable to convert. And a big break for Dawson County as it stays a 6-point lead in favor of Morgan County. Porter kicks it out to the wing for a three-point shot by Sample Slayton. No good, as Sample Slayton has gone cold from beyond the arc. Brown pushing the issue up the court. She's got numbers, but a big block by Sarita and a foul called. As Sarita looked like she had the block, but a foul called on Sarita, and now back to the free throw line goes Morgan County. And the building is in shock. So 2:19 left to go, and Morgan County back at the free throw line. Brown sinks the first. And the second, so 2:19 left to go in the fourth. 63-55. It's an 8-point lead for Morgan County. Sarita one-on-one with Spain. Kicks it out to the corner for Coker, no good. And the ball will go back Morgan County's way. So 2:06 left to go. Big opportunity for Morgan County. Full court press is on by the Lady Tigers. And a 5-second violation gives the ball right back to Dawson County.
And Chase, again, even with an 8-point lead by Morgan County, I mean, there's still 2 minutes left to go. So Dawson County's certainly not out of it.
So personnel issues for Dawson County. They get it sorted out. Long pass to Sarita, who fires a three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Porter, poked away and put back up by Chester, no good. Coker with the offensive rebound. Sarita, nice head fake, and a three-point shot goes off the front of the rim, no good. And here comes Morgan County. Young picks it up and gets it over to Brown. Brown slowing the pace of the game down. Our team's got a 63-55 lead. 2 minutes left. Fires one from the free throw line, and the bank is open, and it's back up to 10. The largest lead of the game for either team, and Morgan County is up. 1:47 left to go in the fourth quarter.
And Chase, if there's anybody Dawson County needs right now, it's Sequoyah.
The head fake gets over to Coker, and a foul called on the floor. So 1:36 still to go in the ball game.
And Sequoyah approaching 30 points. She's got at 26 right now.
So a big game for number 14 from Dawson County, the senior. Inbound pass to Coker, and a timeout taken by Dawson County. So 1:34 left to go in the fourth quarter. 10-point lead for Morgan County, 65-55. Will, this has been an exciting ball game.
Yeah, it really has. I don't think anybody thought it was going to be as exciting as it is. I mean, I think people thought Dawson County was definitely going to have the upper hand. And, I mean, they have for some portions of the game, but we talked about how this is a possession game. It's been a quarter game. And, I mean, really, it's been very back and forth. Both teams have had leads pretty big. 10 is the biggest, which is really not that much. I mean, both teams have been able to come back when they're down and not really stay ahead when they're ahead, though.
So a large part of this Dawson County offense here in the late portion of the game, depending on Sequoyah being able to hit the deep three ball. And she was hot for a while, cooled off a little bit in the early part of the fourth quarter, but down 10, she's going to be called upon. So Sequoyah inbounds the basketball. So the official stops the game to warn the Dawson County coach. As an argument about where the ball was when the timeout was called, as they inbound it from the side instead of underneath the basket. And a foul called.
And Chase, something we had talked about in the first half is how fouls hadn't really been a thing or played any part. But, I mean, Dawson County is at 7, and Morgan County's at 5.
So still waiting on clearing up some administrative issues. I thought Dawson County was in the bonus, but they'll inbound the ball from underneath. Shot from the free throw line is good by Porter. Spain gets the inbound pass, and she's covered up by Sequoyah. So double bonus now for Morgan County. 65-57, your score, a 9-point lead with 1:13 left to go. And it's a shame, Will, because this game had been so close the entirety of the morning.
Yeah, and Chase, an interesting move by the Dawson County coach. He just took Sequoyah out and replaced her with McCarran.
I believe she fouled out. I believe that's her 5th. But with a 9-point lead, Sequoyah on the bench is something you want to see if you're a Morgan County fan. So 0 for 2 on the 2 free throw attempts, driving to the basketball as it's slapped out of bounds by Spain. She caught Porter driving to the basket, and Spain was able to swat the ball away. Inbound pass to Chester. Chester gets the ball back from Staples Slayton. Turnaround jumper, no good as it clears the rim. Under a minute to go now, still 65-57, and going back to the free throw line will be Morgan County. So still double bonus for Morgan County. First shot no good, goes off the back of the rim. 54.8 seconds left to go in the ball game. 65-57 in favor of the team from Madison. And the second is good, pushes it back out to a 9-point lead, 66-57, and a timeout is called. Will, let's go ahead and throw it over to our sponsors one more time before the game concludes.
Absolutely, Chase. So at our gold level, we have Beto's Bar and Grill, Cherokee Focus. At our gray level, we have Barber Homes, Barber Lackey Financial Group, Honey Baked Ham, Insight Partners, Prestige Staffing, Stroud's Barbecue, and Woodstock Furniture. And then lastly, at our white level, we have Peachtree Pest Control, Brad's Barbershop, Edwards Eye Care, Johnny's New York Style Pizza, Riverstone Homes, Studio 5 Salon, and Suntex Marinas at Little River.
So Morgan County creating some distance down the home stretch. Under a minute to go. Will, an exciting game. Both teams were able to find some success from beyond the arc. It seemed like in the later portion of the game, Morgan County really focused more on pounding the ball down inside the paint, getting offensive rebounds. Hunter was a big part of that as she would drive in, get some offensive rebounds, and draw fouls, and that's why they're in the double bonus right now.
Yeah, and it's not an outcome that any of us really would have predicted. I mean, I said we didn't really know what to predict. The teams were pretty close. Dawson was at 6-4 coming into this, and Morgan County was at 4-4. But Dawson County had showed earlier in their season that they were a lot more of a powerhouse team. But Morgan County is still putting up a great outcome here.
And Porter fires up a three-point shot of her own, and good from very far away. So Kirkland Porter, and a turnover now on the floor. Inside look as Porter lays it up and in, and is fouled going to the basket. That'll change things up a little bit. It's a 4-point game, and if Porter converts on the and one, it'll be a 3-point ball game with 39.3 seconds left to go. Will, just goes to show you in basketball how quickly things can change.
Dawson County just giving another life there.
And an offensive rebound and a foul. So going back to the free throw line will be Dawson County. A great rebound.
And both teams will now be in the bonus as well.
By Callie Lamb. So Lamb going to the free throw line to shoot two. Two huge free throws here. Oh, it's a 1-and-1 because it was a floor foul. She misses the first, and fouling Hunter is going to be. That'll be Porter. No, Chester.
And Lamb was the one who had gotten that big rebound too, but the fact that they didn't convert on those two free throws could spell out disaster for Dawson County.
So Lamb missing the front end of the 1-and-1. They had to foul Hunter. Hunter's been to the line a lot today. She misses the first. .34 seconds left to go. 66-62. And the second is good. A 5-point lead, 67-62. Porter fires up a three-point shot that's no good. Lamb chasing it out of bounds and can't get to it. And the ball will go back down the other way as Morgan County gets it back after Porter airmailed one. Nobody there face guarding the inbound pass, and Dawson County's coach is not happy about it. And they'll have to foul and send Brown to the free throw line. So Brown going back to the charity stripe for Morgan County. They are up by 5. 2 free throws here would be big and potentially close the game out for the Morgan County Bulldogs. Brown misses the first. And the second is good, so it's back to a 6-point lead for Morgan County. Porter takes the inbound pass. Porter gets it out to Staples Slayton. Nice head fake. Staples Slayton will fire up a three-point shot of her own. And a timeout taken by Morgan County as they are up by 3 with 11.7 seconds left to go. Will, excitement still.
Yeah, and Sample Slayton, again, it was the player that we thought was going to be the shine and turnout for the Dawson County team at the beginning. And again, she did have a couple threes in the first quarter, but I mean, that was a very clutch three-pointer right there with Sequoyah out.
So 11 seconds left to go in the ball game. Morgan County up by 3. Dawson County going to have to foul on the inbound pass. That'll send Morgan County to the line for 2, depending on who they decide to foul. Hunter's been hit or miss from free throws for Morgan County. Brown has been making more than she's missed. So let's see who the inbound pass finds. As Young will inbound it for Morgan County. And she will throw it off and get another crack at it. So still face guarding. And ball gets into Spain, so Spain will go to the free throw line for Morgan County. 10.8 seconds left to go.
And if you're Morgan County, Spain's probably the player that you want to see at the free throw line. She's made 2 of 3 today. That's a pretty good percentage.
So 66% from free throw on her free throw attempts. A make would be huge right here. And she makes it. A 4-point game. So a chance for Spain, the junior, to make it a 5-point game. And she converts. So 10 seconds left. Porter's got to heave up a prayer if she's got one left in her. She picks up her dribble, inside look, 5 seconds left, laying it up and in, but time going to run out. Well, 0.6 seconds left. So the ball was tipped. Morgan County has nobody to inbound the basketball. And panic is ensuing here with 0.7 seconds left, so it's Dawson County basketball. Oh my, gotta put it up. Porter fires up a prayer, no good. A last chance shot by Porter falls on the basketball god's deaf ears, and your final here from the War Lodge, the first game of the day, goes in favor of Morgan County by a score of 70-67. Will, what a zany finish there for our first game of the day.
Yeah, that was pretty great. I mean, we thought that Dawson County was out of it with about a minute to go, and then they were able to get a 3-pointer and then get the offensive rebound and another 2-pointer. So that really put them back in it. And then Morgan County was inconsistent with their free throw shooting, which gave Dawson County more chances, but just weren't able to do it.
So a fantastic game as our appetizer for the War Lodge Classic. Fans, we want to invite you to come right back. Dawson County's boys will be taking on Trinity Prep here in Game 2. That'll come to you at 11:30 a.m. So we invite all of you to join us again at 11:30 on Chiefs TV. We're going to take a short break. We thank everyone for tuning in from the War Lodge. I am Chase Shafer. Joining me is Will Hoogendyk, and we will see you on the other end of the break.